Blessings to you on this day. From the 118th chapter of Psalms, the 24th verse. This is the day which the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Members of St. John and visitors, welcome. I hope you are well and adjusting to the new reality of life in the Howard County area. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Jay James, the current St. John Council Vice President and a lay pastor. I just wanted to speak briefly to let you know about some of the activities that are still ongoing while we follow the COVID-19 related closings. I hope you have been able to attend Pastor Dan's and Pastor Karen's Sunday morning virtual worship, or at least view the recording later in the week. They have both been doing a marvelous job bringing the word to us, keeping us focused on where God wants us to be and how He is compelling us to act. And while we cannot share each other's company, it's still good to get lost in His Word and to hear some fine music from our worship leaders, Paul and Josh. The leadership of St. John, both pastoral and council, continues to meet virtually to ensure our reaction to the Spirit's calling does not diminish during this trying time. Our lay pastors are meeting virtually as well, sharing thoughts on what they are hearing from friends in the congregation and offering prayers for comfort, healing, and peace. As communication flows and needs are voiced, we have been doing all possible to attend to those who have voiced specific needs and to prepare for what might be heading our way. Here are some of the activities that have occurred during the last few weeks. To ensure St. John has an accurate listing of member contact information for use during the impending closures, at the request of council and Pastors Dan and Karen, the office staff started making phone calls to check in on our members and update the roster. It soon became apparent that the task was going to take longer than expected because most everyone wanted to talk about what was happening. So Pastor Karen discussed the need at our lay pastor Zoom meeting and asked for help. Several of our lay pastors stepped forward to make the calls, offering conversational blessings while accomplishing the task. The Backpacks for Children program, where St. John members prepare and pray over bags filled for free and reduced meals children from Waterloo Elementary School to take home over the school break, is not happening this year due to the COVID-19 closings. Knowing that the children were going to be leaving sooner than expected and their need was not going to be met, St. John stepped in to offer grocery gift cards to the families with the greatest need. Through conversations with the school administrators, 15 children were being identified as the most at risk. Just hours before the closings on the final day, grocery cards were purchased and delivered to the school office for distribution to these children, with a greeting card from St. John. We will never know who received these gift cards, but can take comfort in knowing some of the hardest hit children and their families were cared for by your generosity. Lastly, St. John Cemetery received a call about the possibility of a close friend of two of our very active members, a woman who is a strong Christian but not a member of St. John, being able to bury her loved one in our cemetery. Leadership discussed the issue and came to quick agreement to offer one of the plots gifted back to the church for use at no cost. All the documents necessary for the funeral home and the company that opens and closes the grave were prepared and submitted. A St. John lay pastor, who was a friend of the deceased family, even performed the graveside ceremony, all while maintaining appropriate distancing required by the state. As you can see from these events, the Spirit's calling does not abide by earthly schedules and dictates. St. John continues to be active in the lives of our members and in our community through virtual means of contact. Even though our physical campus doors are closed and everything that can be minimized has been, we continue to have expenses during the pandemic. This is where we need your continued support. For those of you who have used the information in our email weekly newsletter or on the St. John website to enroll in electronic giving, we offer thanks. You should see very little difference in the way that this happens. For those of you who have been sending checks directly to the office, we thank you as well. Please know that your checks are being retrieved on a regular basis, but may not be deposited as quickly as in the past, so that our staff can minimize exposure at the bank. So it may be a week or two before you see the check posted against your account. I will ask that you please consider joining the other members who have already taken advantage of e-giving as this will help to further lessen the risk of exposure to our friends. Thanks for watching, and a big thanks for caring for the ministries of St. John. Until next time, may the peace of the Lord be with you always. Stay safe.